have to go to the Python official website. Now, what it is? Python. Just Google it, and this is the official website. Welcome to Python Virgin. Okay. Now, see here, you can directly go to the download section and download the latest version of Python. Okay. So this is the download section, and this will be the latest version of Python. So you can directly download it. Okay, Python comes for every operating system. So we are going to download it for Windows because we are uh, doing it on
Using Windows
Windows.
operating system.
So Python, just click it. See here, it has already been downloaded. Okay, now we have to expand it. Just click on it. Here it is. Install Python. Okay, now follow this one, the checkbox just beside the add python.exe to path. This will give you the Python installation in your path. Okay, so that you can use it using command prompt from anywhere in your machine. So just check it, add python.exe to path. Okay, then do not go for customization because we are not you are not a pro right now to install the Python in custom manner. So just go install now. See here, include IDLE PIP, create shortcut. Everything is showing in your computer now the same way.
Yes.
Okay, now just click on this one. So it will ask you, just press the yes button to confirm, and it will start installing. You can tell me if you have any problem so that we can solve it right now. Little bit of troubleshooting may require. You can share your screen through AnyDesk or any desktop sharing. No, it will be on AnyDesk so that I can handle your desktop. Setup was successful. Tell me if it is the case for all of you.
Just it is loading, installing. Little, I think 1 or 2 minutes left for me.
We are just giving the time. Don't worry. Just let your computer install successfully in it.
It's completed.
Madhurima, Rudra, completed.
Yes, showing completed.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now close it. So Python has been installed in your machine successfully. So just go to the command prompt and type Python and press enter. See here, something is happening. Na? It is not the case like before that Python is unrecognized, is the command is not recognized by. It is not the case. It is doing something.
Yes.
Is it the case for
Yes.
all of you? Na?
Yes. The same screen we have got it.
Yes, sir.
This is basically Python command prompt. Okay, now you have entered inside the Python command prompt. Okay, right. See, Python is a very, very, very big language. You may put several other very into the sentence. Okay, it's a very, very, very big language. Okay, so you have to learn systematically. And one thing I must tell you that many people say that Python is a very easy language. Okay, obviously, it is the most easiest language to learn. Okay, I also agree to that. But I have one more sentence need to add behind it. Python is very easy to learn, but it is very, very tough to implement in your regular life. Means the problem solving. Okay, because it is so vast. Okay, it has so many things. Okay, so mm, probably mm, uh, with our limitation of time, we will not be able, anyone will not be able to completely learn everything about Python because it is so vast and so distributed in nature. Okay, anyway, so systematic learning is very much necessary in case of Python. So just follow the direction as I am giving to you. After a few days or after 2 or 3 months, you will be in a position to learn the other section of Python by yourself. Okay, so just go as I am telling right now. So you are inside the Python command prompt. Okay, now to how you can exit from here. Exit, type this thing, exit. This is a function call that will bring the Windows command prompt. Is it okay?
Yes, it is done.
Now type this one, Python dash dash space dash dash version. See what is the version that is showing here. We have downloaded that version, na? 3.11.0. That is the current latest version. If you have some older computer or the operating system, then you may not be able to install this version of Python in your machine. Okay, that time you have to go for the previous version mm, of Python.
We got the
So
same version,
huh.
3.1. Same
See,
installed.
we have downloaded this 3.11 option, but if you have, means it's not for you since you all have already successfully installed the thing. I am just telling it for those person who are listening this video. Okay, if you have some older version of Windows like Windows 7 or something else, or some older kind of machine or CPU, then you might then the case may be like that you are not able to install this version. Then what you have to do, you have to go to the view full list of downloads. Okay, then you have to check whether which of these version is going with your operating system. Okay, that you can find in this. If you uh, go with this site, okay, you will learn which version you will understand which version of Python you can install for your own operating system. See, there are several versions of Python. Okay, and there is also a help. Just a minute. That is your how to install and find your exact Python. The site is, I'm just telling you, it is some wiki site. Okay, it will be there, wiki.python.org. It is wiki.python.org, wiki.python.org slash p Python wiki. You can follow this site to learn Python or how to install it, and you will get many resource from here also. Okay, So I'm just mentioning that these are the ways how you can learn more about Python. Now let's go to the Python. Type here Python. See here, you have something like this: Python 3.11 app, Python 3.11 module docs, and there is something called Python IDLE. This one, just click on this one. Here is your Python. Let me enlarge the font a bit. Are you able to see the font? So this is your Python shell actually. Okay, this is your Python shell. Now check whether it is appearing in your machine or not. See here, this is the GUI version of Python, right?
Yes,
The
same
black
thing is
screen was
coming.
command prompt CLI version. This is the GUI version of Python. So Python has been successfully installed in your computer, right? Now see, this is called shell. Here we can use the Python commands to work, but this is not the place where you write the Python code. Okay, to write a Python code complete program, you need something else, that is an editor. So here, from here, new file, click on new file. So this is the area, this is the editor that you will need to write a program. Okay, for any programming language I prefer first to very fast to learn how to write a program, the simplest program. So this is a file, just type the same command, print Python, and just save it to a folder that you like in your drive. Okay, I'm just saving it to here, test.py. See, .py is the extension for a Python file. Okay, so give any name, but the extension you must give .py. Okay, and then click save. So this file has been saved to your folder. See here, this is the Python file, right? This is the program. What I told you, that you have this shell. Here you can write the command, one command at a time or two commands you can write and see the output. Okay, but to write a program you need an editor where you can write multiple lines like that, multiple lines like that. So that is called a program, na? So Python always comes with a, an editor that is called IDLE with it for Windows version, IDLE. So this is the default Python editor. When we install that Python software from the website, this editor already get installed into our machine. Okay, so how to run this program? If it is a program, then how to run it? So just see in the menu, run module, or you can press F5 also. Click it. See here, this is the output. Okay,
Mm, got it.
now if you want to change something on the program, say I want to print another line, print save it again, save it, and then run. See, got it? Tell me, is it okay for everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, that's done.
Okay. So this is the way how you can install the Python in your computer and write a program. Okay. Now I'm going to some other place. See, Python is a language. If you do not install Python in your machine, or if you are not with your machine, laptop, maybe you are outside, maybe you are sitting in a park, okay, but at that time you want to do a program in Python. Means this sounds something different, okay, but maybe you wish that while sitting in a park, okay, weather is fine, why should I not write a Python program here? Okay, then you can do it in your mobile. Okay, if you have tab, then you can write the program in your tab also. No problem, you do not have to carry anything with you to code in Python. For that purpose you have something called Jupyter. See, Jupyter. Try install online. We will move to Jupyter Online Python coding. You type anything, it will give you the right destination. Not this one. I have to search it from this menu, which I do not want. I have the link in my PPT. You will find easily from there. So I am just typing that to show you slash try hyphen Jupyter Jupyter slash lab. Just wait, because it's a big software. It is just now this is appearing in front of you. See, it is the online compiler or interpreter, you can say, where you can test your Python skill. Say go there, console. You can write program here also, but here, so this is the console. Console means that command prompt. Okay, that shell. Okay, so here you can write Python command. Say I am pressing enter with shift, means I am pressing shift plus enter, that I am pressing here. Okay, shift enter, that will run the command. But if you
Okay.
print, so what will happen if you press enter? Hello, then print again. So pressing enter, you will get new line.
New
Okay,
line. New line.
shift enter will run that command at once for you.
Ram.
Okay, so you will get this link in the PPT also, so don't worry, don't have to copy the thing. Okay, uh, okay, fine. So this was online editor, and there are some other two named, I think, Anaconda for Python. These are online editor. Anaconda distribution, this can be downloaded for desktop version too. Anyway, I am not going in that way. Okay, just leave it there. We will not write program in online editor because we have already installed it in our machine. I told you, because yeah, to code in Python you do not have to carry every time your computer with you. You can code it at anywhere, and you can save it to the cloud also. Okay, later you can, from home, you can download the code from that cloud of Jupyter. Okay, okay, that is one way of doing Python. But Python runs very good with Linux. Okay, with Linux, Python runs very good. Okay,
Okay.
so my suggestion will be there to install a Linux version in your computer too. Okay, side by side in Windows programming, you write the code, try to have some uh, experience to be with Linux, because in real world development area you will find everywhere Linux. Okay, so for that purpose I am just showing you. I have installed two instances of Linux in my this PC. One is your CentOS and another is your Ubuntu. So I am just opening this one, my Ubuntu, that has been installed under Oracle VirtualBox. Okay, VirtualBox means that is uh, VirtualBox is a virtual machine type software where you can which will give you the facility to install multiple operating systems under a single operating system. Virtually you will get a different
Okay.
operating system, right?
Operating system. Okay.
See here Ubuntu is there. I am just logging into it. You always can install the other operating system beside Windows. Means a dual boot operating system, that you can also do, but that is a bit tricky and tough for the layman's. If you are if you are not very much familiar with the computer system installing and all those sorts of thing, then it is better to go for this virtual machine concept. Okay, you can install VMware like I did for CentOS. For I have installed VMware. Under VMware I install CentOS, and for Ubuntu I install this VirtualBox. Means I can always install my Ubuntu inside this VMware too. Just one, either in virtual machine, either in VirtualBox or in VMware, I can install n number of operating systems side by side. But for testing purpose, for a specific purpose I install this Oracle VirtualBox, and inside VirtualBox I install this Ubuntu. So I am just running this Ubuntu. See, this is the Ubuntu terminal I have, and inside Ubuntu terminal, sorry, Ubuntu OS, just you can go to terminal. Okay, and here Python 3 is the command. See, the same command prompt appear here, right? So Python 3, here the command will be Python 3, because Python have a legacy version Python 2.x. Okay, 2 point that, but Python 3 is a completely different, means lots of thing has been changed from Python 2 to Python 3. Currently Python 3 is the most updated version of Python, means Python not 3, Python 3 point something, that is called Python 3 in general. Okay, here what I did, I used a installed a software. Okay, which will give you to code in Python. The software is your VS Code. Okay, you can install PyCharm too. Okay, so there are many softwares, many editors are here, which will give you the facility to write Python code. I'm just demonstrating here how to do that. See, I'm running this visual code here. That visual code
Is
you can
that
also install in your Windows too. Okay, do anyone
VC
know what
code?
is visual code?
VC code, na?
VS code.
VS code. VS code.
So this is your VS code. Okay, and inside VS code, what you have to do, uh, first of all, you have to install a Python extension. Okay. Now I have already installed Python extension for this machine. Okay. So when you write a Python program in VS Code, see, I'm just showing you installed. See here, I have already installed this thing, Python, Python. Some extensions are there. It will always recommend you to install that kind of extensions while you install and trying to write a code, Python code on VS Code. Okay, just install those extension. Okay, and then try to write a code. I'm just trying to write a simple code here. File, create new file. So type the name of the file, anything, test1.py. Okay, so you have to save the Python file somewhere in your desktop. Say in document, I am saving this thing as test1.py, create file. So this is my Python file, test1.py. And here you just give that same command, print hello. That's all. Okay, now just save it, save, and then go for run. Do not go for debugging, run without debugging. See, you will get the output here. See, this is the output. Hello. Okay, this is a command prompt in Linux. Here you will get the output. So is it okay? Tell me. Just reply a few.
Yes.
Obviously, in your class, we will not do programs in Linux, but if any one of you are interested, then try to code a few code in Linux version 2. Okay. So I'm just closing this Linux terminal for me. And just moving to my PPT. A brief history, as always. A history is very important to learning anything. The person you should remember the name of this person, Guido van Rossum, who is the inventor of Python. Just like any other language, Python has also a father, and the name of the father, this programming language, is Guido van Rossum. Is a Dutch scientist or programmer, you can say. Okay, and see the released of Python date. This is 1991, way before Java comes into the market. The closest rival of Python is Java, or the reverse is true. The closest rival of Java is Python right now. But Python was developed, released way before Java. Java comes in the year, it will be around 95, I think. 95. Okay, 95. 4 years before, Python was released. But after that, Java get more popularity than Python. Okay, so when Python was refurbished, you can say, after Python 2 point, the last version, Python gets new look in 3. Okay, 3.0, and today up to this 3.11, we just installed it. So after the involvement of means the release of Python 3, it get much popularity than Java, because Python can be nowadays Python can be used in almost everywhere, whether in case of web development, whether in case of that scientific research and analysis purpose, in case of artificial intelligence, in case of machine learning, everywhere Python is used. And it is so easy to, once you are familiar with all the techniques of Python, then using that Python in a particular field uh, will be a great thing for you. It makes life more easier for the programmers. Okay, you have to write a very few lines of code to do a lots of work. So Python is mainly popular because of this reason. Okay, so in Python you have to write very few lines of code. Okay, now see,
Okay.
there is a common question. The Python means, is there any connection of Python with the with that great snake? No, not necessarily. That every name reflects the same meaning. Okay, so I will request you to read this slide when I will share it to you. There was a TV show in BBC. Okay, so that was means this person was very fond of that TV show. Okay, it was a comedy show, and
Mhm.
from that the name of that TV show was this one, Monty Python's Flying Circus. Okay, it was just like a laughter show in India. You know the show, that
Not
comedy show,
not
that
heard.
Kapil
Not
Sharma.
heard.
Kapil Sharma, or laughter show, or the comedy circus, something like that. Okay, Monty Python's Flying Circus, and he liked that show very much, and from that name he was means influenced to give the name to Python. So this person is very famous now. I will request also you to explore the YouTube few videos of the interview videos of Guido van Rossum. Okay, so initially he was in a project to invent a language called ABC. Okay, so while this was a language, okay, he was in the group of this language. Okay, so while he was doing the work for this project, on this project he realized that this project means he realized that something other than this language need to be developed. But as I read that when he approached his company, they do not agreed with him to make certain changes. Okay, so in a very fine morning he's planned that, okay, I will write my own programming language, and that's how that idea of Python, development of Python, comes here. One more thing I would like to mention here, it is a open source programming language. Open source. Now, do you know the term open source? Open source means
Yes.
the background programming of this software, okay, is open to everyone. You can, if you want to see the coding part, means the software part. Okay, actually what is Python? Python is basically the interpreter, right, that we just installed right now. If you want to see the program of that coding, that software, that is also available. Okay, that is also available in your machine, in your in the internet also. You can visit to the site and get the code, and if you want you can also contribute to the software for enhancement purpose. Okay, like Linux is also an open source great operating system. Many person contribute to that software project. Okay, so Python is also that kind of a software. It is a open source, means the source is open to everyone. You can modify it in your own way, you can contribute to it. Okay, or you can fork a new language from it by getting the inspiration from it, you can create your own language too if you know how to do that. Okay, so next, in the next slide, I had collected some points to remember about Python. So just go and read through these points. I am not describing everything. Okay, just I will request you to read every topic. See here, the current version of Python is 3.x, means it is
That could be
Python
next.
3. Usually it is Python 3. Initially, before Python 3, it was Python 2. That time, Python 2 was not so famous because of Java, and Python 2 has a little bit of problem in it also. Okay, and in Python 3 all those problems were rectified, and with a fresh new look, Python 3 gets more popularity than any programming language. Okay, so the official site is python.org. We already know Python has a console. We already know that thing. Python has a default ID with it, ideally, the name. Otherwise, you can use any kind of ID. You may use VS Code, you may use PyCharm, you may also use some other famous like IntelliSense or what I say, many things. Okay, so these are the application part of Python. Python can be applied in web development purpose. Python can be applied in mobile technology, scientific analysis, education purpose. Python is very famous to kids, because means they like this Python coding very much, because it is the easiest syntax is the reason behind it. Okay, anyway, we using Python you can design desktop GUI, means the desktop software. What is the desktop software? Means, see, this is a desktop software, this PowerPoint. Okay, whatever you are installed into your machine or desktop PC, and just by double clicking open, the software opens in your machine. That is a desktop software. Okay, like Word, Excel, PowerPoint, these are all desktop software, although uh, those have some cloud version too, but that is a different thing. Anyway, so using Python you can develop games also. Okay, so many things you can do with Python. Okay, so the next part here, this is the link of the site where you can get the help for Python. Acha. So installation, we have already done the installation. See here, Python is a package based language. Now, what is a package? Package means, see, suppose when you buy a mobile, so what you get? You get a package, na? Inside that package, you will get obviously the mobile phone along with a charger. Maybe for some company, you will also get a headset, and some other things too. Okay, the manuals and the other things. Okay, so that will give you a complete package. So just like that Python, as I told you in the previous slide, that with the Python we can do lots of things like machine learning, like data analysis, like IoT. Okay, like GUI, web development, mobile application. But how can we do that? So for each individual subject, for each individual topic, we have lots of several different packages in Python. Okay. So if you want to, suppose if you want to do a job in data analysis, you have to install a few packages for that purpose. And Python have millions of packages available. You just have to download the package from the internet and see whatever we have installed in your machine till now, that is not complete set of Python. Okay, so it is a core Python. whatever has been installed in your machine till now, we have just installed the Python software, downloaded it from the python.org. So it is the core of the Python. So the core packages, the most essential packages have been installed. But if you want to perform some mobile application development project in your machine, so those packages that has already been installed in your machine will not be enough. So for that purpose, you have to know which packages you need for your project. You have to download that packages from the internet and you have to install it in your Python, into your Python folder. Okay. And for that purpose, we use this command pip. Pip is a command which will install a particular package into your install the particular package into your Python directory. Okay. So in our later classes, we will install as per our need few more packages. Then we will learn more about PIP. But for today, just understand that PIP is a command how you can install a package into your Python directory. Okay, so that that package can be used in your program. Okay. Okay. Next, see there is an example how to use the PIP that you can test. Okay, let's have a taste of PIP. Okay, see here, camel case is a package, or you can say module. Okay, camel case. Okay, now just do this thing out. Okay, just go to the Python. See here, just open your terminal. Now what is camel case? Camel case is something like that. Suppose you want to type something, say Python is a language. Python is a, how did I write it? How I write this thing?
Yeah,
E is
capitalizing
capital.
each word.
Each word
Capitalize each
is
word.
capitalized. Na? So this is the camel case character, camel case style of writing, just like uppercase, lowercase. This is camel case. Now I want to import a package which will support in Python. Currently, Python in our version of Python, this is not there. Okay, so how can we do this thing? For that purpose, we have to install a package, and that package name is your camel case
Camel
package.
case.
Okay. See here, I am just having uh, here. Say I am having a text. Say welcome to Python language. Okay. So what is this? This is a string. Welcome to Python language, and I put that string into a variable txt. I hope this is very clear to you, na?
Yes.
We are storing a string into a
Into a
variable,
string type of variable.
string type of variable, txt equal to. Okay, so if you want to print this txt, so what you have to do, you have to use the command
Print
print.
txt.
Inside that print you have to write txt, right? So when you press enter, it will give you welcome to Python language. It is in the same way. that mm, we have entered into the variable. But we want this thing in a camel case pattern. Okay, for that purpose, what we will do, we will import. Import is a command using which you can install the desired package. So, what is the package name? Camel
Camel
case.
case.
So just press enter. Oh, sorry. Before importing camel case, you have to see here what it is also uh, good to read the errors. This red mark will give you the errors or the exceptions. Okay, from the interpreter. Okay, see here it is saying no module name camel case. So camel case package or module is not present currently in your Python directory, right? In
Hmm.
this Python installation, you do not have camel case module. So what we have to do? We have to install it from the internet.
So,
You must,
so the PAP.
yeah, you must have internet connection with you. PIP works with the internet. So PIP, give a space and give name camel case. Wait a minute. We have to write this thing, not here. We have to install it from command prompt. Okay, it is Python.
Okay.
We have entered inside the Python. Okay, so we have to
Hmm.
install it from outside the Python. So here you have to write pip camel case. See here, pip is a very unknown command. Camel case pip, sorry, install camel case. Pip install camel case. See here, it is downloading directly from the internet and it is inserting that camel case into your Python installation. Okay,
Need
now
not to log in. Sorry, need not to enter into the that PH the support. Sorry, Python folder. Straight away we can give it.
no, we do not have to go inside the Python folder, because the Python, you remember, at the time of installation we check that box, na?
Yes.
We check that box
Okay. Okay.
to
Mm-hmm.
add the Python command into our path. Okay, see here,
Okay. So because of that. Okay. Okay. Got it.
path. See here, inside this path we must have the Python installation. See here, Python.
Yes. Correct.
Okay, so
I
from
got. I
this
remember now.
they get the reference and put that Python into our installation. Now see here, check camel case, import, import camel case. See, it is taking. Okay, so the camel case has been consumed inside our shell. Now shell is able to recognize the functions inside the package. What is a package in Python? It is a collection of methods, utility functions, maybe some classes. Okay, so package is just like your, while you are buying a mobile, you will have many things inside the box pack. Na? So like that, a package is also comes with varieties of functions in it. Okay. So while you write import camel case, that means now this of your cell uh, is included with camel case package. Now what we can do, we can use that camel case, say, see camel case dot, see here, by giving dot it is giving something, na? So these are the methods inside this camel case package. Okay, gradually you will learn everything, like everything about this thing. See here, what we are doing, we are taking c equal to camel case dot camel case. Just press enter. What we did here, you do not have to go deep inside it. Okay, I'm just trying to see you something about Python. Okay, so what is actually package, how we can use this pip, just a little bit thing. We are getting a camel case instance inside a C. Okay, now using this C we will convert the text kept inside this txt into camel case character. So how to do that? Say let's print C dot C dot hum txt. See, the text inside txt is converted into camel case character. Right? You got it?
Yes, it's yes. It's,
Okay. Now, if you print txt, you will find the same text because we just print that thing. If we want to convert the text, so what we have to do? Txt. So c dot hum txt, it will convert the text inside txt to camel case and store back to txt. Now you if you print txt, see, the text inside txt has been changed. Right? You got it?
hump is a method.
Hump is a method of this Python, this camel case
Camel case. Okay.
package. Okay.
Okay.
Now the interesting thing is, after learning Python, if you want to donate a package, if you want to write a package, then you can also do it. You write your own functionality, you create your
Okay.
own package, and just since Python is open source, you just can publish that package into the Python community. Okay.
Okay.
Anyway, so now what we will do, we will uninstall this camel case package from our machine. We do not require it. So how to uninstall? The same command pip uninstall camel case. So it is asking for confirmation. So successfully uninstall camel case. Now come here. Now do the same thing once again. Just try to import camel case. So see here in shell, okay, you do not have to write the command again and again. If you have the command in the history, just like this, okay, just put the cursor over there and press enter. It will be copied to your current prompt. And after that, you press enter. Okay. So you are seeing that camel case is imported successfully now. So it is because that we did not restart the shell. See Python ideally. This is Python ideally. See here, import camel case. See, no module name camel case. You got it? Because we have already
Got it.
uninstalled that thing.
Uninstalled
In
it.
the previous case, the camel case was already there inside the shell. So you have to restart the shell. Okay. You can restart the shell from here also. Restart shell. But you can close it and then restart it. Just like that. Okay. Okay, just give me a few reply. Is everything going well with you? Are you able to understand?
Yeah.
Sir.
Okay. So we were there. How to use peep in Python. Test Python. We did lots of testing, writing codes in shell. That is, they are saying here, just what you will do when I share this PPT with you, you will try to follow each and every line. Okay, this has been written by me. Okay, especially to learn for the beginners. Okay, you just type this line, and observe the output that the shell is giving to you. Okay, see here you will get an error. That's why probably I made it a red. Okay, print hello student. See here, what is the error? P is been capitalized, so it will not be recognized. Okay, so you will try to write all these things and try to see the output. Okay, so these are some operations that I will show you right now. Just wait. Simple code I will also show you. End of class 1. Fine. So this is end of class 1. Just now let me show you some codes over there. See here, coming back to the shell again. See here, what is a variable? Anyone?
It's a named memory location to store some constants.
Variable is a location or a storage where you can put some values. Okay, Python have certain data types, but if you are coming from C or Java background, you may remember that having a variable, you must have to mention its data type. No? In Java or C, you
Yes.
have to write, if you want to take an integer variable, then you have to write int a, something like that. But that is
Yes.
not the case here. You just have to write a variable like a, and whatever the value you want to put inside it, just put it there. Okay, it is so simple. If you
The
want to,
syntax is very simple here
yeah,
compared to other
if you
programming
want
language.
to take a variable b and want to put some other value, so just do it. If you want to add these two, just write a plus b. It will be performed. If you want to print the value, then print c. So it will be printed just like that. Now see, whatever we are doing on a shell. Now, if you want to make this thing as a program, then what you have to do, you have to go to new file. You have to write these things. You can copy this thing out here. See,
And
okay. Then save it. Save it to your destination folder. Desktop. So giving a name add dot py and then run it. So you will get the result. Okay, so whatever you can do on a shell, that you can write in a program, and vice versa. Okay, so better we will write programs, because our ultimate aim is to write Python programs. So this is the program. Now a little bit of change I want to make it here. I want to print the value in our user friendly manner. So like something like that, result equal to. So in Java, we used to give this sign. Okay, here you will give this one. Okay, just put a comma and save it. I'm just pressing my Ctrl S and run it. See here, result is 300. Getting the thing. Okay, now here I'm showing you that this is the comment. Okay, hash. This is the comment. Okay, single line comment. This is a multi-line comment. This is a multi-line comment. Got it?
it's all single quotes, huh?
All single code. Three
Or
single
column.
code.
3 single quotes.
Okay. Okay, just save it and close it. Coming to the shell, quickly I am showing you that addition, multiplication, everything is same here, just like in other programming languages. Like, see here, you have the variable a and b declared here, na? So just write a and press enter, so you will get this thing out. Sorry, print a, you will get 100. Okay, see, b, c, so automatically is get printed on shell. Okay, now what I am doing, c is equal to a multiplied by b, print c. Okay, I'm just showing you the operations, means the plus minus, the basic arithmetic operations. Okay,
Okay.
nothing else, just basic arithmetic operations. Okay, now again, giving the value a is equal to 100 and b is equal to say 6. C is equal to A by B. Now tell me, what will be the value of C? Anyone?
100 divided by 6 will be the answer.
100 divided by 6. Obviously, what will be the result? It will be something like that.
16. Yes.
Okay. See, this is the division. Okay. But if I put double slash and then try to print C, you will get 16. So this is your integer
Integer.
division.
Integer.
This is your integer division. And the normal division is your floating or double division. Okay.
Okay.
People coming from Java or C language, you will get thing. You can relate this thing with your own experience, that by having this division, usually we get integer division. But in case of Python, for integer division, we have to give this thing, this operator. Okay.
Two times
Okay.
the division.
So what is the value of A? I'm putting it 2, and B is equal to, say, giving 5. Okay. So C is equal to A multiplied by B. So what will be the value of C?
10.
It will be 5 into 2, 10. Right. Now, if I put another star here, what will be the value of C? It will be 2 to the power 5. That means
Okay.
this is an exponentiation operator, exponent operator. A to the power B will be the result. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
These are the only things, only two things different in arithmetic operator, nothing else. Okay, tell me, is it okay?
Yes. Please, can you show once the editor screen? There we have printed with the text message, no?
Sorry.
That editor screen where we did with the string constant, no? That result is equal to. Can I just have the syntax of that one?
In the editor screen,
Yeah, ideally we did know that along with the result equal to, and then we printed.
this one,
Okay, the comma I missed it, so I was getting an error.
comma, you are getting an error.
No. I had given plus sign, so I was getting an error.
Ha, you do not use plus sign here. Okay, you
It
will
is
use
comma.
comma.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, the last thing that I will demonstrate here today, that is how to take input. Straightforward, we are going to take input. Python is so simple if you learn it systematically. The first phase of Python is so simple. Okay, after that, it's just a matter of thing that how much you know about the packages, for what purpose you need what packages, you have to remember, and how to use all those functions inside it, and Python will do rest of the work for you. You do not have to worry anything. Okay, see here,
Okay.
what I am doing, I will do the addition by taking input from user. Okay, so just writing it under a comment. Add two numbers taking input from user. Before I do this thing, just reply me everyone, that up to this, is everything okay? Are you getting the thing?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
okay.
Okay. Madhusri, right? Your name? What is your name, please?
I'm Agriva.
Modhurima, right? Modhurima, I remember that you are from mathematics background, na? So
Yes, sir.
you will find Python very familiar with you, okay? Because for mathematical analysis and for mathematical research part, Python have very much rich packages in it. Okay, so it will be very much need for you. See here, I am going to take input from user. Now, to take input from user, you have to use the command input, input. Inside that, see here, it is giving me some hints. That is the specialty of editors. Okay, means it will always help you, telling you the syntax, so you do not have to remember too much of thing. So here, now in Python you can use double quote or you can use single quote. Both are same. Okay.
Okay.
Enter a number, right? So if you write this thing, then it will enter, then it will prompt you to enter a number. But that number, when you enter that number will be stored as a string. Just let me show you. A is equal to input a number. Just keep this keep the thing like that. Then again b is equal to, right, input another number. Yeah, I am using double quote here just to show you that single quote and double quote are same here. Now do c is equal to a plus b and just print result is equal to comma c. What will happen? Let's see. You understand the code now? This is a very simple code. In fact, the simplest code. Just try to run it. See here, enter a number. I am giving 100. Enter another number. I am giving 200. And then press enter. See here, what it is giving. Now, why it is giving such an output? It is concatenating the two numbers. Now,
Two number. Yes.
since in Python, everything you enter, it will go as a string. So what you have to do, whatever this input function gives you, you have to convert it in related
Int.
data type. So
String of
currently
that
we are
data
taking
type.
integer, so you have to write like that, so that the number it is taken as a string input from user will be converted to integer, right? Fine. Now let's run it. So again, it is asking to input a number 100 and 200. See, the result is 300. Tell me if it is okay with you or not.
It's
So this is the way how you have to take input from user and perform arithmetic addition. So in that way, you will practice for different types of operations, these mathematical operations. Okay, for your own purpose. Okay, tell me. So today we will stop here. From next day, so this is a very basic and preliminary class of Python. From next day, we will go deep inside it. Okay. So just my request will be to you that do some practice at your home. Otherwise, without practice, this language is not going to, this language, not this language, no language, you cannot get anything from any language, any computer programming language without practice. It is not a theoretical paper. It is purely based on how you practice it. And I told you that Python is so vast, so vast. So if you do not practice well, uh, things are not going to be under your control. Okay, because you have to remember lots of things, and the only way to remember the thing, you need to do practice, lots of practice. Okay, so just do practice. Obviously I will send assignments, but the assignments will be sent after next class. Okay. Okay, so last feedback, if anyone wants to tell me anything.
Sir, can you please repeat that why that int function is being used before input?
Yeah, sure. Everything Python is taking from user, okay, is a string. Okay, it will be a string. Whatever you take input from user, it doesn't mean that you are entering 100 here. It doesn't mean that this is a number stored by the Python. Okay, so it will be everything you enter in a prompt, it will be a string. So it's your responsibility to convert the string into the corresponding data type. Currently here we want to perform addition between two integer number. Okay, so you are converting that two things, two numbers into integer. If you want to, if you want to perform some, say, float type operation, so there will be a float function. Okay, run it. See, first is your, run it once again. 100, 200, 5.66, 3.11. See here, this is the float output. Getting this? Tell me.
Yes. Answer one more question. That previously in that shell scripting section, when you were just typing a equal to 10 or b equal to 100, yes, in that section it was taking the number integer automatically. But why while writing a code in that notepad, we have to type int every time? Yes. Now here, yes. So that is my question.
Yes. See here, in shell is an interpreter. Okay. So while we are, when I am pressing enter here at this point of time, okay. So the interpreter need to allocate the memory for the variable a, and by this time it has already come to know that 10 is a number and the allocation will be for an integer. Okay, but while you
Got
are
it.
giving input for this program, while you are giving input for this program, see here, enter a number, you are not directly assigning it to the variable. After giving input to the variable, there are some underlying process. Okay, so this 100 will be stored in a buffer. From that buffer, that will be transferred to the respective memory location, right?
Got it.
but it is not the case here. Okay, here the memory location is already come to know, and you are assigning a constant. This 10 is a constant, literal.
Mm,
Okay, so the interpreter already come to know that the type of this number is integer. The type of means the data type of this part is already integer, so this will be an integer. Okay, but here the compiler doesn't know that whether it is an integer or character. You may give some character here also. Then what will happen? Compile means the interpreter will not reject your input. It will take input. Obviously, if we press enter here, it will raise an error. Tell me why this is an error? Because we pass this value into int function, it is giving the error. This int function is not able to convert this
okay.
thing into integer. Okay, but here when you are assigning this value to a, the interpreter already come to know that this value is an integer, so undoubtedly it will store as an integer value. Okay.
Got it. Clear.
Okay, the last thing,
Okay.
you can have a book. If you want to really buy a book, then Python Crash Course and Distilled Python. These are the two great books you can have in your collection. But if you really want to, those books are very costly. Okay, so if you really want to have the book, then you can get that book. Otherwise, currently my notes will be enough for you, and I will send you some. Means I will tell you, show you some web resources too. If you have no problem reading on internet, then you can read from there too. Okay. Okay. So good evening, and it's not good evening. Yeah, good evening. And we
Thank
are
you.
going to end here for today. Okay.
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 Thank you
Good
to all.
session.
Thank you, sir. Yeah.
Session.
Goodbye.